Good morning, parents. How are you? I hope you are all well. This is Irene Momosembi in my YouTube channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Parents, I have something for you here, and especially now that our children are at home, and specifically for teenagers, the high schoolers, they are all at home. Of late, I've been hearing parents wondering, now, what will happen in the next 4 weeks in my home? Some parents are scared because of their children. But I'm happy when my children are in my house, because this is a time to work together. This is a time to know them better. This is a time to talk to them. This is a time even to listen to them. So parents, those who are so much afraid because of the 4 weeks they are at home, all the 5 weeks, it is our time to be with our teenagers. And I know why most of us parents, we are afraid when our teenagers are at home, because we don't know what they are up to. Some of them, they are disobedient. Some of them, they don't want to do house chores. Some of them, there are disappointments here and there. But let us make our teenagers to be good people, to be good to us. We should be good to them. I mean, we should work together with our teenagers at home. So welcome our teenagers. Let them come home. Let them settle. Let me tell you, when they are closing school, they are very excited. They are very happy. They are just like we are going home. They are so excited. I mean, you remember those days you were in school? The closing day was a good day for all of us. So when they are closing, they are very happy. They are excited that they are coming back home. But after a few days, they get bored. Why do they get bored? Because sometimes their friends are not there. They are not talking with their parents. There are disagreements here and there. Parents, muko karibu. Karibuni, so that we also know how we are going to work with our teenagers at home, boys and girls together. Let's work together. Let's appreciate them. I know some of you are not happy because of the grades. Some are happy because of the grades. What I would suggest as a teens teacher, sit down with your child, evaluate their performance. Don't be disappointed. Talk to them, listen to them, why they were not able to score that A or that B, and support them. Imagine when you are not performing well and here you are being bashed left, right, and center. One time, I listened to a parent this open day. So this parent was talking to the son, and I was just standing waiting to be served by the teacher. And when I listened to the parent, the male parent, he was very tough to this boy, complaining that I am paying for your school fees and here you are wasting my money. I think sometimes we go to an extreme level of even pushing our children so much, embarrassing them in front of teachers and fellow parents. Parents. This is a high time. Even if they've not performed well, listen to them. They have their own story. By the way, they'll have their own story. They'll explain to you what happened. And from there, you can set goals together. So if this is an A material, yes, the push is good. Push is good. I believe in push. Kapresha ni kazuri mzazi. Put them up pressure so that they're able to move from the B or from the C to an A. But if you know your child has not been performing very well, also support them. Don't make them useless because of their grades. Don't make them useless because of their grades. And by the way, grades do not define children. Is that true, parents? It's good to score well, by the way. It's good to have good grades. But if your child is weak in academics, support them. Get them a person, a teacher at home who will come and help them out. Listen to them. Let them understand that you still value them, even if they are getting a D, even if they are not performing well. But at the same time, push them to work. This is also a time when we are at home to know their social well-being. We concentrate so much about the academics. Get to know their social well-being. How are they how are they relating at school? Some children, and especially parents, from one boys and girls, sit down with them, listen to their stories. Some of them, they will open up to you what is happening. We know what is happening, homosexuality in schools. Listen to them. Let them tell you what is happening in their schools. And if they're complaining about that school, please listen and listen. I normally say as a teacher, you have to listen twice from your teenagers. One, listen with your normal ears. Two, with your heart, so that you can make an informed decision. Some children will come to you and say, Mom, Dad, I don't want this school. And they have a genuine reason. They'll not open up to you. They'll open up to their friends, excuse me. And this is how they are. They'll open up with their teachers, either in Sunday school or in their own schools, or a friend. But they will not open up with you, to you. So try to establish, why do they want a transfer? Have they settled in this school? What are the challenges they are facing socially? How can I walk the journey with them? Am I able to talk to their teachers? And if this boy or girl insists that I have to be transferred, excuse me, you have no option but to listen, and could be you take an action. I may not tell you what to do, but you as a parent, you will be able to understand what action you are going to take. Also, some of the things which will help you understand about your child socially. Check on their behaviors. Have they changed on their behavior? There are children who will stay in their bedroom the whole day. They'll only appear once during mealtime and go back to their bedroom. Parents, I'm talking to you. This is your child. Remember, and especially female parents, mothers, you've been talking with your child since they were in your womb. This is the high time to sit down and talk with your children. Let them open up, show them love, encourage them to interact with you, to interact with the other members of the family. And if possible, establish what they are doing in their bedrooms. And I'm sorry to say this. You can also pop in their bedrooms and start looking looking for things. Yani unasakanya. You get to know what they are doing. Could be they have some drugs there and you never know. They have other bad stuffs there. And you as a parent, unasema mtoto wangu anashinda kwa bedroom. Doing what? Can they also be part of the family members? Talk to them. Tell them you are concerned. Those who are watching movies also get to know what kind of movies they are watching. I know there are those who love football. Sometimes sit down with them, especially fathers. Mothers, some of us, we don't know these football teams. So sit down with them, watch with them, do things with them, play games with them. And when you're playing games, get some good stories to give about your growing up, or some of the challenges you face. And when you do that, they'll see you as human, not super father, not super mother. Let them understand you have also your challenges in life. Or when you're growing up, you are facing challenges. So let them understand. So this is a time during holiday to interact with your children, to understand them, to listen. And I'm talking about teenagers. This is the time you talk with them. This is the time you listen to them. This is the time you share with them, show them love. And by the way, during holidays, parents, are you aware this is the time your children get pregnant? Do you know this is the time they lose their virginity? Do you know this? Both boys and girls, they lose their virginity. Please, know who they are going out with. I better become a micro parent rather than a careless parent who will regret later. They are in a stage where they are experimenting. Please talk with them. Let them understand you care for them. You are not controlling them because you hate them, but because you love them. And by the way, are you aware drug abuse is very high among students, high school students? Are you aware about that? And you say, my child doesn't do it. Please, walk with them the journey. Go to their bedrooms. Check what is there. Get to know their friends. You understand? Talk to them about the repercussions of drug abuse. Let them know people who have been affected by taking drugs and the repercussions. And if possible, take them to a rehab. Waone watu walikuwa good boys and girls in school, and right now they are useless people, if I may say, and sorry for use of that word. So talk to them. Talk to them about sexuality. By the way, if you are not aware, teachers in school, they teach them mathematics, geography, chemistry, biology. They'll teach them aviation. They'll teach them business studies. They'll teach them all that. And to some extent, a small percentage about social aspect. But you as a parent, you have parental responsibility of teaching your children, your teenagers, about their well-being. Talk to them about the changes in their body. Yes, sexuality. Tell them. And by the way, you ask them whether they have boyfriends and girlfriends. And don't make it as if the world is coming to an end. No. Just make it easy. Interact with them. And those cases on the extreme end where this child is so disobedient, this child can have negative energy, this child is so disobedient per se. Do you know that you can get a counselor for them? A trained counselor. You can talk to their youth pastor or teenage pastor. You can talk to their teachers. And by the way, Sunday school teachers are respected by these children. Are you aware about it? Many times when I talk to my teenagers in my class, they'll open up with me. They'll tell me so many things. And I make it easy. I'm like, okay, tell me. And they'll tell you. So make them your friends. They are good people. And these are digital teenagers. Those who are using phones. Talk to them about dangers of cyber bullying. There's a lot in cyber bullying that brings low self-esteem. Talk to them about sex predators online. Let them know that social media is just social. People will post very nice photos, including myself. I'll post a good photo. And people will always show the positive part. They'll never show, apart from a few, about the negative part. Let them know social media sometimes it's not the real world. It's not the real world. Per se, it's not the real world. Let them know about pornography. Talk to them about comparison syndrome in the social media or in the interaction with the social platforms. Parents. It's our parental responsibilities to take care of these children. In the next 4 weeks, please, let's talk to our children. Let's listen to them. Let's love them, embrace them. And the problem is, for us parents, we look for these perfect children. As I was growing up, I remember when we go to the farm and we are working in the farm, and then there are other children in the neighborhood working, and we would look, and parents would tell us, ebu angalia wale vile wana bidii, kweni kama hao wale watoto. And the parent of the other children, they're telling the same. Angalia kwa barea fulani, vile wako hardworking. So, parents think that they are those perfect children. By the way, they are not perfect children. They are not perfect teenagers. It's us to make them what we want to. And let me tell you, if you want good harvest, right now it's raining. If you want good harvest, you must ensure the seed is good, the seedlings are good, you take care of the land, and at the end of the day, you get good harvest. What am I saying? For you to have young adults who are responsible, be part of the game. Walk the journey with these children. Walk the journey with your teenage girl, teenage boy. And by the end of the day, when they are adults, you'll say, I've done my work. In the next few weeks when you are with them, embrace them. That is why the Ministry of Education released them to us. Tukae na wao, so that we get to understand them, we work with them, help them to do house chores, and also talk to them about spiritual matters, the fear of God. Let them love God. Let them walk with you in spiritual matters. May God bless you so much. This is Irene Musembi in my YouTube channel. And those who have not subscribed, subscribe, share, and also like. God bless you so much. Walk the journey with me on parenting teenagers. God bless and thank you.
Shalom.
Shalom and bye. God bless.